Welcome to another edition of Flea Market Fantasy, the world's second greatest Bronze Age era comic book podcast. Joining me as always is new Michael, Kevin Jank.
I think I'm here, Mike Dell, or am I just a life model decoy that the government spent
That's
millions of
right.
dollars on for no reason?
Yes. So today we are reading Nick Fury versus Shield, issue 1 from 1988. This is
Yeah.
a six-issue limited series.
And obviously he's
And
he's going against Shield because they wanted to change what the acronym stood for, and he's like, "Fuck no, this thing's a
yes,
mouthful as it is. I don't want to learn a new one."
they did change the acronym. There's a whole lot of things going on here with names in the Shield, Nick Fury
Yeah.
universe. We were talking about some of them before the show, but we'll get into all that. And but before we do, let's remind everybody that if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Last time I checked, I believe we were at 423 subscribers, so I think we picked up two more.
Yeah. Very
And
incremental growth, yeah.
yeah, but we're still moving, still moving.
Yep.
The
Still
Flea
getting
army
there.
continues to grow. And again, if we get to 500 subscribers, we'll do two things. One, we will read The Dark Knight Returns, which Jank wants to do and I do not want to do. So, yeah. And then if the Flea Army gets to 500, we will also invade Poland. So we can,
Oh.
yeah. So
I thought you were finally going to give the people what they want and start an OnlyFeed account. Pictures of them feet.
it was also recently pointed out to me that we should really try to harvest some engagement with our listeners. You know,
Oh,
like maybe
we got to
ask
buy
in the
rings?
but in like the comments, say, hey, if there's an issue you would like us to review on the show, suggest an issue, and we'll do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You know, so it's a good
That's true.
idea.
You're always scrambling to find a book at the last second
Yes, I
anyway.
am.
Might as well have something to pull from.
So, if there's an issue you would like to hear us discuss on Flea Market Fantasy, feel free to put that in the comments below. Uh,
hmm
or just insult Jank, one of the two.
That's true. You can do that. People in high school will give you tons of advice on how to do
All right.
it.
So, I also have a book out there called Monkey Flip about a chimp detective. And, all right. So, Nick Fury versus Shield. I did not know this was a thing. I just because I wanted to do
Yeah.
something connected to Checkmate. So this is like Marvel's basically Checkmate just ripped off Shield. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Shield. Were you aware of this limited series, Jay?
Not particularly. I did notice flipping through that I definitely saw the cover of issue number 6 before somewhere, but that may have just
Oh,
been, artwork used somewhere else rather than the issue
yeah.
itself.
Yeah, so let's get over the history here. Nick Fury, his first appearance was Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, issue 1, 1963, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And back then, of course, this was a World War II story.
That's
It was
right.
a special commando group in World War II. So then that lasted. How long did that last? Well, you think I would have written that down.
Probably the
And
length of the war.
it lasted until about 1965, because then in
Oh,
Strange
wow.
Tales, issue 135 in 1965, that is when they brought Stanley wanted to do something else with Nick Fury, so he brought him up, and they made him kind of like a cold era James Bond spy, and they introduced the organization of Shield. So that was in Strange Tales
Wow.
135 is when that happened.
And that took till 1965, huh? So there was like 3 years of like Marvel
Or
stories that had no shield around.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was just him in World War II doing stuff. So then that Strange Tales, that would be a split book. The first it would be split between Doctor Strange and Nick Fury. They each got 12-page
hmm
stories. So back then when they introduced Shield, do you know what Shield stood for?
Ooh,
This is tough.
yeah. I kind of know bits and pieces of both acronyms, and I don't know what order,
I I think the
which one was
acronym they
first.
used in this issue was the original one.
Okay.
So, because whatever they said in this, can you retain what you read in this issue?
I cannot.
All right,
Strategic
yeah.
Homeland.
Nope, nope, you're already out. You're
No,
already out.
that's the new one. Oh,
It's Supreme Headquarters, International Espionage and Law Enforcement Division.
yeah, that's right.
That's what it stood for originally. And then in
Obviously.
1991, it was changed. I don't know why it was changed, but it was changed to Strategic Hazard Intervention Espionage Logistics Directorate. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And
You got
then,
to mention logistics. It's obviously all about
yes,
transporting goods from one place to the other. That's
then
what Shield's around for.
in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as in a lot of animated and TV shows, it was called Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. So again, you got to hit logistics. That's the big
Yep.
thing.
Yeah, it's important.
But originally, Supreme Headquarters, International Espionage and Law Enforcement Division.
Hmm.
What are you dealing with here
Yeah,
today?
it's a mouthful. I can see why they went with Shield.
So Nick Fury and Shield were anchors of Strange Tales from 135 until issue 168. And Jim Steranko started on issue 151, and he really like made it something. He
Oh yeah.
revolutionized
Yep.
all of comics
He is
with,
synonymous with the Nick Fury. Yeah.
yeah, because he did a lot of like pop art, psychedelic kind of art, and it was really a big deal when it was going on in the late 60s there.
Yeah. Really,
So
Austin Power just up the book there.
yeah, so that led to Nick Fury, Agent of Shield, which was an ongoing series. It ran for 15 issues in 1968 and 1969. And Steranko wrote and drew issues one, two, three, and five, and he did the covers for the first seven issues. And that's why we can never do a Steranko issue on here because it's in the 60s. Doesn't make the
Yeah.
cut.
He
It's a
did
shame.
work on the cover of this book, so we kind of got away with something.
Yes, yes, he did. And then after that, there were three reprint issues in 1970 and 71. And here's one we could have done. I did not know this was a thing. But in December of 1976, there was an issue of what is this? Marvel Spotlight, issue 31,
Ooh.
and it was called Assignment in the Infinity Formula, and that was by Jim Starlin and Howard Chaykin, and that explained how Nick Fury
Ah, why
could
he's still
still be
alive and
around.
still
Yeah,
yeah.
because
Why he's not an old man.
he got injured during a landmine incident, I believe. So they injected him with the Infinity Formula, and that healed him, and it also slows his aging process.
That's right.
So, yeah, there you go. Now, do
Yeah.
you remember why because he's got the bad eye. He's got the, what is it? His left eye is the one that's good, and then the right eye is the damaged one. Is that right? Or is it the other way
That
around?
sounds right.
I got a 50-50 shot at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the book. Yes. No, his left eye is the bad one.
His left eye is the bad one. Yes, his left eye,
Yeah.
as I was saying, is the bad one, and his right eye is the good one. Do you know how in the comics how did he damage his eye?
Whatever it is, I know it's better than a cat scratching him in the
I
eye,
know
which is dumb as hell.
you hated that so much. Yeah, in the
Oh, that's the
Marvels,
worst.
in the cinematic universe, a goose, the cat actually, right, scratched his eye,
Yeah.
and I thought I
That's
have to.
that's just the lamest thing possible. That's just late stage MCU where it's like, let's make everything a joke and take all the stakes out of everything. Haha, isn't this funny? And then it's not even a funny joke. It's like a three. And you just ruin this character over it. Thanks.
I don't know if you ruined the character, but Nick Fury originally it was a grenade attack. He got hit with like shrapnel from a grenade hit him in
Oh.
the eye.
They're gonna say like a grenade poked him right in the eye, like a little handle.
So
He
that's
dove out of the way
why,
of the grenade, but they poked him real good.
yeah, it's a grenade shrapnel on his eye. And,
Yeah, I can see that. That's way better. Like that a lot more.
all right, so that was December 1976. They explained that, and of course, over the years, Nick Fury and Shield are making numerous appearances in other books, usually Captain America. Uh, there was that
Sure.
Daredevil issue that we read where he appeared at the end there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some Fantastic
Yeah.
Four along the way. But
Shield's
yeah,
yeah involved in everything. They got their
yeah,
finger in every pie, so yeah, they're gonna
yeah,
show up all over the place.
yeah. They even retconned right to say that Peter Parker's parents were Shield agents.
That's right. Yep.
which is ridiculous. I don't like that. Um,
Eh, not the worst thing in the world, I guess, but
it's worse than a cat scratching his eye. I'll tell you that much. It's-
yeah, the Ultimate Universe kind of made them like scientists and like they were working on something, so that was kind of probably smarter. Like,
so then, the next time we get an original Nick Fury and Shield story, though, like all their own, was this limited series in 1988, and this was 6 issues. And the
mhm.
story involves a big overarching conspiracy that Nick Fury discovers that Shield is corrupt from the inside, and he has to try and figure it out. That's
Only I knew somebody who was into conspiracies.
yes. Oh, look, I'll see. I don't know. They probably won't let us talk to about them though on the air.
No.
Those people. So there you go. The creators here are Bob Harris, who had 102 writing credits at Marvel. He had a very
Hmm.
long run on the Avengers. He's the primary writer from issues 334 to 395. So that's a hell of a run. But he's most famous for being the editor-in-chief of Marvel from
Yeah.
1995 to 2000. And during those years at Marvel, Bob Harris uh, shepherded such award-winning projects as Heroes Reborn and the Clone Saga in Spider-Man. That's
Yep. Yep, that's quite the legacy to leave behind.
what a disastrous run that was.
I do remember him being the editor on the X books for a good chunk of time
Yes, he
there.
was.
So
Before he
yeah,
was editor-in-chief, he was the editor on the X-Men.
yeah, that's kind of what got him the job.
So then, I wasn't aware of this, but from 2010 to 2020, he was editor-in-chief at DC.
Oh,
How
I didn't
about
know that
that?
either.
Editor-in-chief at Marvel and DC.
Wow.
Because they said, "Hey, Bob Harris, we loved what you did with that Clone Saga, Spider-Man. Let's come over here,
We're
bring some of
restarting
that
everything. Can you
magic."
make some clones over here?
So he went over to DC for 10 years. So a hell of a run there for Bob Harris. Um,
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
the
some of it was good. I mean, sure, Marvel was also like pretty much bankrupt at that time, but
yeah, they were
sure, that's
teetering
not
on
all on him.
bankruptcy. Yeah. Yeah, when
Yeah.
he took the job, they were already on the verge of bankruptcy. So I guess he's just swinging for anything, trying to save them,
Yep.
but it didn't work out.
Yeah, it took Joe Quesada to come in and save the thing.
So then we have the artist here is Paul Neary, who we've talked about before on the show. But I always think of Paul Neary and Alan Davis. Like he was the inker for Alan Davis many, many
Hmm.
times. But he did have 104 penciling credits at Marvel. He did
Hmm.
all 6 issues of this, and then he had a long run on Captain America from 292 to 331 on Captain America.
Oh,
So about a
okay.
3 year run there. Yeah. And then he is the other majority of his penciling credits for Marvel UK stuff because he is British.
Did
So
he
there you
do
go.
that the Madcap Captain America we did? I'm pretty
You
sure
know
that was
what?
like
I think so.
309 or something like that.
I think so. I think he did.
Yeah.
And I was also thinking, did he do that Death's Head issue we did?
Ooh, that had I think a couple of different people, but he may have been involved somehow in that.
Uh, I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, I think he did do that Madcap issue. All right. I also want to give a shout out to Kim DeMolder, who's the inker on this, because I thought the inking was really strong. And
Yeah.
that's a fella. That's Kim, a fella. And
Oh, okay.
he had 90 inking credits at Marvel. But
Hmm.
a lot of
Not a
this,
name I recognize, but
yeah,
yeah, that's the good that he had a body of
he,
work there.
he did this, and then he also would continue on to the subsequent Nick Fury Agent of Shield
Mm.
series. And I don't know
That
if
makes sense.
yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, but that series, yeah, because this led into the next. Like this was so successful, they launched another Nick Fury Agent of Shield series in
Yeah.
1989, and that ran for 47 issues until 1993. So
There definitely was a big Nick Fury push there in the early 90s. I remember there was a couple like Wolverine and Nick Fury, kind of trade
there's a one shot.
paperbacks.
There's a one
Yep.
shot. Yeah, the Scorpio something connection or
Yeah, the
Scorpio.
Scorpio connection. I think Scorpio was his son, right?
Son or brother? I think a brother, maybe,
I
or
want to say it's his like
or-
son with some lady. Um,
or maybe originally it was his brother and then it became his son. I don't know.
oh, maybe one of those situations. Yeah.
I'm not sure. But it was something like that.
And then, of course,
And
later on, he would have another son who was basically the Nick Fury
yes,
version,
that's ridiculous. But all right.
the Samuel L. Jackson version. Yeah,
Yes, because
who
he
also
did
happened to
become
lose an eye.
by a cat scratch. Yeah, see that Nick Fury lost it by the cat scratch. This Nick Fury lost it from a grenade attack. So that's cool. That didn't ruin the character. It's a whole different character.
Yeah,
But yeah, the
exactly.
Samuel L. Jackson version of him was the Marvel Ultimates, right? They introduced him
Yes,
as that,
that's right.
and they did that before they even had Samuel L. Jackson's approval or anything, right?
That's right.
They
They
just
even had him like they were talking like they were all going on a mission and they're like talking about who would play them in a movie and like Nick Fury was just like Samuel L. Jackson, obviously.
yeah, they just blatantly
They
based the
called their
character on
shot.
him. So then, when it came time to make the movies, Samuel L. Jackson said, "Well, hey, guess what? I'm playing that card. I'm playing that part now, or I'm suing the hell out of you." So that's what happened.
Uh,
I'm
and
trying to
David
think.
Hasselhoff was not available.
Yes, because there was a David Hasselhoff like made for TV thing, right, in the
Yeah, in
90s.
like the late 90s. Yeah, I remember watching that when I was a kid.
Oh, was it any good? I did not watch it. Was it?
I don't remember it being particularly great.
All right. Another shout out here for the creators. Bernie J is the colorist, and I think she does a really good job here with the coloring. And
Yeah.
she was actually the editor in chief of Marvel UK from like 1980 to 1983. So how about that?
Okay. That's pretty solid.
So we've got
Yeah, all around the art
two.
was really good in this book, I thought.
I
Very
thought so too.
cinematic.
I thought so too. There's so we've got a couple editor in chiefs here on this, Bob Harris and Bernie J.
Holy hell.
And yeah, and I guess Jim Shooter had to be here. Or no, this was 88. This is after Shooter. Who would have been the editor in chief of Marvel at this point?
Uh, good
DeFalco?
question. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That says at the end, Tom DeFalco, editor in chief.
There you go. The editors were Gregory Wright and Mark Grunwald. I would have liked it if they took a stricter role in editing the dialogue. That would have been helpful.
We've done a lot of Mark Grunwald, and
Yeah, I guess
his
he
dialogue is
thought this
not
was
his.
great.
Yeah.
His dialogue is aces, Bob Harris. No notes.
I didn't think the dialogue was bad. It's just
It
there's
was
a
bad.
lot of it, and maybe it wasn't necessary, all of it. But I didn't find it.
Here are the two problems with the dialogue. One, blatant exposition out the ass. Repeat, just
Yeah,
obvious. It was terrible.
yeah.
And then they just always talk to each other by using their names constantly. Hey, hey, Jank, what do you think of this page, Jank?
Well, when there's a bunch of you all walking around wearing the same outfit, I guess you gotta be like, which one am I
But they
talking
do
to?
just way too much. And it was annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so here we go. Nick Fury versus Shield issue one. You mentioned it's a Jim Steranko cover. He did all the covers for this, so that's kind of cool. And these
Did he?
are,
I mean, I was
I
looking at
think
the
so,
second one. That definitely
or
looks
no?
like Sienkiewicz.
Oh, yeah, I think it was actually. Yes, now that you bring it up. Yeah, I'm thinking Sienkiewicz did do that one. Yeah, the little storm cloud over the head of
Yeah.
Nick. Yeah. So, all right. Well, you know what? Well, you describe the cover. I'll look up which covers he actually did. So,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he looks like he may have also done number six at least, but yeah. So this just has a very simple kind of cover. It doesn't have the big corner box. It just says very simply across the top, Nick Fury versus Shield, in kind of a pretty standard font. It's very understated, which is kind of cool. And then there's kind of a cityscape showing the Statue of Liberty, and it's kind of just getting towards nighttime. The sun is kind of peeking down there. There's a little pink and against the blue sky, and there's some fighter jets going by, taking the highway to the danger zone. And we got a big old shot of Nick Fury there with his eye patch on, and he's holding a gun like he's Cobra, and then kind of in his body there, we got a shot of the Shield logo, some kind of a ripped guy who looks like he was in the Wolverines in the movie Red Dawn. Uh, Blofeld, maybe. I don't know who that bald guy is. Then there is, I guess, Jimmy Woo, wrestling with some guy. He's got a sign in his hand and he's kind of choking some guy out. Then there's some random looking guy, looks like Chekhov from Star Trek holding a gun, and he's got like Clea from Doctor Strange there, I guess. I don't know. And then there's a skull wearing sunglasses and he's got green hair.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like that. Then we got Dum Dum Dugan there. He's smoking a cigar, holding a big old assault rifle. And there's some guys at the bottom there just running. Oh, there's Nick Fury again. He's down at the bottom with a bunch of soldiers. And then kind of the real centerpiece of this whole issue, we got the Contessa, whatever her name is, Nick Fury's girlfriend. She is standing there in
Uh,
go-go boots and her underpants and a not much else really. She's just kind of
a
completely
holster.
topless.
Just a
Yeah,
gun holster.
yeah, got a holster
Mm.
and a headband. But other than that, yeah, she's topless and she is holding her arms and two pistols in front of her boobs.
As one does.
Yeah, that's quite the outfit. Let me get my fighting tongs right here. Just take off
Mm.
my top.
So yeah,
It
there it
would
is. Now
work.
you
I
mentioned
mean, that would be a very
you mentioned the debate about her name. Yes, we were just discussing this before the show because depending on where you look, sometimes they say her name is Countess Vanessa Allegro. Wait, no, Countess Vanessa de Allegro Fontaine. But then you look
yeah,
elsewhere, and this is the way I remember it: Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. That's what I remember,
yeah.
and that's how it's listed some places. So I don't know what her name is, but it's just Valentina Allegra de Fontaine rolls off the tongue way easier.
If anything does, which it
Yeah,
doesn't. I don't know what's harder to do, all the shield acronyms or her name. I don't know. It's all a tongue twister. I'm just gonna
and
call her Val.
Well, yeah, and I'm looking at all the covers. You know what? Steranko only did in issue one. That's the only cover he did.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, issue
Blatant
six
lie.
is by issue six is by Tom Palmer. Issue five is
Oh yeah, that
Kevin
definitely does look
Nolan.
different.
Issue four is Joe Jusko. Issue three is Mark Bright, and issue two is Bill Sienkiewicz. So yeah.
Aha.
Steranko is the only on issue one. And I think the cover is great, except there's
Yeah.
one really glaring problem with it, but it's so good you don't even notice. But yeah, Nick Fury's hand is a train wreck. His hand holding that gun, like look at the bone structure of that hand. That is, I don't know what's going on there.
uh, you
That's a
know.
train wreck. Yeah. But it's everything
That's
else
not
is
the
so good you
worst
don't
thing
even
I've ever
notice.
seen.
Oh, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. Like where are his bones in that hand connecting the knuckles? That is crazy. But everything else is so good you don't even notice. Don't even notice.
Nope. I guess I don't gaze longingly into his knuckles too often, so
You're just too busy gazing at Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine's pistols. Gotta look at her pistol.
Oh, shooting this picture reminds me of, remember when SNL did that Holding Your Own Boobs magazine?
I don't remember that. No.
That was great. It was like an ad. Like I think Sarah Michelle Gellar was the host, but it was just like all these ads, all these magazine covers of people holding their own boobs, and this was a whole magazine devoted to that. Like Will Ferrell came out holding his own boobs and stuff. It was great.
Yeah, like I don't know. You mentioned that one guy holding a gun. You said he looks like Chekhov, and then Clea. Yeah, I don't know who that
Yeah,
woman would be with the white hair, but that guy kind of looks like a little like Ed Wood, a little
yeah,
mustache. Looks like Ed
a
Wood.
little bit.
I don't know what's going on here. It's a hell of a cover, hell of a cover. So
Yeah,
uh,
big fan.
I would say it's the best cover of the six. So that might be why I picked this. But here we
Yeah,
go.
that's good reason. Always
So
about that thumbnail. Now the
all right,
choice is, what do you put in? Do you put Nick Fury in
I
there
know.
or Valentina?
I think I have to put Nick Fury in the thumbnail, right? I mean, it's Nick
Yeah, I guess.
or Allegra's
Or,
pistols. I
yep.
don't know. Let's see. You
We'll see
have
what the heart wants.
maybe I'll do some magic and put them both. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Do some photoshopping and put her in there too. But all right, so we open up the book, and this is a big book. It's what'd you say, 51 pages? Is that right?
Yeah, I think, well, technically the scan is 51 pages, but I guess it's really only about 48 of story.
Yeah.
And even though this is
Yes.
like 18 pages longer than Mr. A, I gotta say it was much shorter. It felt about 60 pages shorter.
Yeah, the art here is very strong, so that helped.
Yeah.
All right, so we open it up. We get a big splash page. I love this. So Nick Fury is descending down in like a shaft of something, and we
Yeah.
find out that this is the helicarrier. The Shield helicarrier was sabotaged and brought down out of the sky. This is in New Mexico, I believe, right?
Yep.
And so they're trying to go and like salvage, like they're worried about the core, the power core of the Shield
Yeah.
helicarrier. Apparently, it's
Some kind of
just
like
an eight.
nuclear,
Yes.
yeah, nuclear
And
core
it's
down there.
so safety wasn't first with the helicarrier. They said, let's make this a giant thing like the size of a football field that could fall on anyone's head at any time. And let's also give it an A bomb as a like a nuclear bomb as its power core.
How else are you gonna power a flying city, basically?
Squirrels running around in little wheels, generate electricity. That'd have been cool. But
Yeah. But Nick
so
Fury, he's going down. He's going down by himself because he wants to make sure it's, everything is ship shape before anyone else comes down. So he's going down on like a winch, like a cord on a winch, and the science team's all
but
watching him. But
what
then
I
things go
love,
wrong.
what I love though is he's wearing this armored suit, like a power
Yeah.
suit, to protect his body, but nothing on his head.
That's right.
His head is exposed, and he's smoking a cigar as he's going
He's
down.
smoking a cigar in most scenes in this book, so yeah.
But I
He's
don't know
just going from one cigar to the next.
if you're going down to the wreckage of something and you have to wear a protective suit, you might want to put a helmet on or something, because your
Yeah,
head's
tell that to
kind
the
of like
people in the movie Prometheus. They
I
should have
never
learned
saw
that
that.
lesson too.
Yeah, but I just love that he's smoking a cigar while he's going down and he's jumping on it. So yeah, we get nothing but exposition here explaining what happened, and but we see outside at the top where the wench is, or the winch is something
The
different
wench.
entirely. Yeah, that is
Beer me, wench.
that's this is the winch, and we got an egghead guy here, bald guy with gray hair around his ears. What's his name?
Yeah.
Gaff.
Gaff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause we know his name's Gaff because they say it about 1,000 times. And then one of the
More
other
importantly,
guys
we got
here,
the apple of Nick Fury's eye, Clay Quartermain. Boy, does he
yes,
love Clay.
let's
He's
Clay
gay for
Quartermain.
Clay.
And remind you know Clay Quartermain quite well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
from the
tell the
Hulk
people.
books. Yeah.
Yeah,
He was,
yeah,
yeah, kind of like the liaison to the Hulkbusters, I believe, there for a while, especially in like the late 80s when Peter David was just coming out of the book. So, yeah, a
yeah.
lot of connections to the Hulk.
And apparently he also was buddies with Jessica Jones. He was over the years he was an
Yeah,
informant to Jessica Jones, giving her info.
kind of forgot
Uh,
about that, but yeah.
yeah. Because I don't know, there's a big spoiler, but I guess you can already piece the spoiler together if you've listening to what we're saying. It's
Yeah,
because it seems like Clay Quartermain dies in this issue, but he
but
does
he
not.
does not because he
Yeah.
is in the Hulk very quickly after
Yes.
this, I believe. So, yeah,
So Nick Fury's down there still smoking away at a cigar, and he's getting some beeping sensors, I guess, because they're worried about the core going hot and having a meltdown and blowing up all New Mexico.
yeah.
Because when you're going to go into a place that could be highly radioactive, you don't want to wear a helmet or anything, or a mask or
No.
anything. Just go. Don't, you want to wear a containment suit without the hat. Is basically what you want to do.
Protect everything else but the head.
So he's going down there, and there's a problem with the winch. It breaks, the legs break off because Shield, I guess, isn't really good at what they do.
Yeah, this gaff guy slacking on the job again.
So the winch collapses, and thankfully Nick Fury's able to grab onto a girder somewhere, and he saves himself from falling the whole way.
But he loses his cigar, it looks like, which is
Yeah.
sad. Man
Thank,
down.
thankfully, he probably has 12 others in that suit he carries
Yep.
at all times. But he's still finding his way down to the core. And now we get really exposition-y with this is Nick Fury just talking to himself, and he is explaining everything that happened. Because
Mhm.
why? This is what you do when you're thinking
Well,
to
to be
yourself.
fair, like people, I'm sure haven't read this book, so
Yeah,
where
I
the hell
know
Carrie went
that is
down. So,
fair. You have to do it, but this isn't how you do it. This is where
I
writing
mean,
comes
it's not, I
in.
don't think he's talking to himself so much as thinking it. Like in your
But
thoughts, you
that's the
can think
point.
those things.
No, no, you would not in your thoughts, if you know how this happened, you would not say, until you crashed months ago here in the desert, the board ain't authorized the funds for a replacement. They weren't too happy that the crash was caused by a renegade shield agent. Not that I blame them. It would be one thing if the carrier had gone down defending the country against Hydra or AIM or any other goon squad shield has created the battle. I mean, yeah, that's not how you think in your mind when you're going down a
uh,
shaft to get to a
I don't
radioactive
know.
core. It's awful, is what it is.
That's
It's
just
awful.
comics. That's how they do things.
But we did it to ourselves. Something just ain't right anymore. The last few years, there's been so many mishaps, agents stepping out of line. Sometimes I think I ought to pack it in. And then they have to interrupt Fury. They're like, Fury, Fury, shut up with the exposition. We need to talk here. There's a
Yeah.
core down there, and it's getting all radioactive. And it's starting to crackle and beep and everything. And
Yeah, there's a big
so,
crack in it. There's energy pouring out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys better get down here finally," because he didn't want anyone else coming down until he was sure it was safe. But now that it's really not safe, he's like, "Okay, come down." And
and this is ridiculous as well because so they all get down there. They're all in the same exact room as this radioactive core that is just sparking energy everywhere.
yep.
And but there were two guys who might be like 15 feet closer to the reactor for some reason, and they're like, "How are they so safe?" And they have a protective adamantium laced shield or whatever around them to protect
Yeah.
them. But it's just an open barrier. It's just like a piece of cardboard they put up in front of themselves. It's not like it's there's still open air all around them. And
This
Nick
is when they were still
Fury,
teaching duck and cover, as that was going to protect you from radiation. So I don't know. I don't
and
think
again,
people knew what was going on back
Nick
then.
Fury and his buddies. Now Nick Fury's wearing a helmet on his suit.
Yep.
And so at least they have helmets on, but they're still just standing 15 feet farther away. They're not behind a protective
Yeah, they do
screen at
not have a
all.
shield. Yep.
None of these guys know how radiation works. This isn't how, this isn't good. They're going to be seeing a lot of radiation. You know?
Yep.
I don't know. It's not the brightest. So yeah, they're
Yeah, so
talking.
Clay does not die here, but he will die soon of cancer.
But yeah, the core's got a crack in it, and they're like, "How did this get a crack?" Because we had done tests, and we thought it was still secure, and but then they find two dead bodies down there, two skeletons, like rotted
Yeah.
skeletons, and these two guys must have gone down there and cracked the containment shell of the core.
Oops.
Why would they do that? These jerks,
Seems
because
like a
then
bad
they
idea.
yeah, because then they died immediately. But then the core starts to really crack. Big sound effect. Crack and kabloom. And the thing blows. But thankfully, and this is pretty cool with all the pink and
Yeah.
the art here, kind
They
of
do that effect a
psychedelic.
couple of times. It's really cool.
Yeah. So, but thankfully, Shield and all the people we know of survived. Apparently, six other guys died, but we didn't know who they
Yeah.
were, so who cares?
They didn't say their names a bunch of times,
Yes.
so we don't really care.
We don't care. So they got to get the core into a containment block that's
Yeah.
up on top of the carrier. They got to get back up top with it. So they don't know how they were planning it was going to take hours to do that, but now the thing's going to go crazy. So what do they do, Jank? Well, what does Nick Fury do?
Well, Nick Fury, being a man of action, he dives in and just decides to pick it up. But it starts quickly melting through his suit because it's super radioactive. And so Clay Quartermain decides he's going to help. He's like, oh, I'll help you carry it. This won't be so bad. We'll both just die horribly. And
Yeah,
so they just kind of pick it up
and
and carry it like a couch. And
yeah, and apparently the moment Clay Quartermain comes in, not only can they both lift up this cord, but also it stops their suits from melting somehow. It just
yeah.
doesn't. It no longer because Nick Fury's suit is melting incredibly quickly, holding this core. But as soon as Quartermain gets there, oh, it's okay. Our suits are fine now. They're not melting. Don't worry
Yeah, you
about
can distribute that melt.
it. So they just walk out with a couch, like you say, and they load it onto another winch, and they pull it up to the top,
Yep,
and
this
there's
one
a
was made
giant
better,
cube
so
there.
it actually makes it.
And I love the giant cube they have up top, the containment cube. It's also very Steranko-esque, like a psychedelic design
Hmm.
on it. They took their time to like paint the corner of it with stripes
Kind of looks like a cube
and
of
a wavy
cheese, like
line.
Swiss cheese, because it's got a bunch of holes in it.
Uh, so when you're trying to contain something, the one thing you want are holes. You want to have a lot of holes. So but they do get the core into the cube, and again, Nick Fury is very excited with Clay Quartermain. He's like, "Come on, Clay, let's take a shower." And he's like, "No, no,
Yeah.
let's not do that." But they do have to decontaminate them in a bath of liquid stuff. They have to swim in a
Yeah.
tank next
Like a
to each
bacta
other.
tank from Star Wars.
Yeah, in their
But they
underpants.
get to keep their underpants on, so I'm sure they're still
Yeah.
going to be radioactive, in their underpants region. Like Nick Fury's going to have a radioactive butthole.
So, but they're in there for hours, and they finally decontaminate them. And then we get a all black panel somewhere else, and we just see like floating dialogue balloons. The power core has been recovered. Very good. Proceed with the next step. You are aware that Nicholas is there. Of course, the diversion will entertain him. So there's some shadowy people doing
Uh-oh.
shadowy things.
Shadowy men on a shadowy planet.
So now Nick Fury, he finds out. Is this where he finds out six people died? It's like,
Yeah, I guess so. He's not too happy about that, but he doesn't have time to ruminate too long because a giant spaceship shows up.
well, first, yeah, he goes outside to smoke a cigar, and Clay Quartermain goes after him because they are lovers. And he says, "Nick, what's wrong?" And he starts talking, and he gives Clay the
You
big
feeling
speech.
not so fresh?
Yeah, he gives Clay the big speech, but I think I'm just too old for this stuff. I think I'm just too
The
old, too old.
Danny Glover, too old for this
Yeah.
shit.
It's the second time he's brought that up in the issue so far. This is the second
Yep, won't be the last.
But I love this. When he turns, like Clay points to the sky, Nick Fury turns and the cigar's out of his mouth. That's great because Kirby used to do that all the time. Like someone would
Yeah.
get excited and their cigarette or cigar would pop out of their mouth. So, and yeah, there's a giant UFO in the sky, and it's an AIM ship.
Yeah.
And what
But a
does
bunch
AIM
of
stand
Hydra
for?
guys come jumping out of it.
What does AIM stand for, Jake?
Advanced Idea Mechanics.
That is
I
correct.
know that
Yes.
one because it's much shorter.
Yeah. And there's no logistics involved. So yeah, the key thing is that it's an AIM ship with Hydra fellas jumping out. That's a big deal
Yeah.
because AIM and
Because I
Hydra have
guess
never
AIM
worked.
broke off of Hydra before. Like they were, they broke free and decided to start their own thing. So if they're teaming back up again, this could be bad.
It's trouble. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
the AIM soldiers always look like beekeepers. They had these big beekeeper
Yeah.
helmets on.
Yeah.
And the Hydra guys are all like green and yellow jumpsuits with like little red things over their eyes, look like bugs, kind of. And
But they mentioned that MODOK is supposedly dead at this point, so that's why they're like AIM is kind of without a leader.
so all these Hydra dudes are just jumping out of this UFO and they're flying down on jetpacks with guns. And all the shield guys and gals run out and they're shooting them. And we get introduced to another new lady, Gail Russenter or
Runciter, yeah.
Runsiter. I don't know,
I
something like
don't know
that.
where they came up with these names. Like maybe do something easier.
So they're fighting these Hydra guys, and Gail Runsiter gets shot right in the face. It's like, holy hell,
Yeah.
gets shot in the face. But it's just a grazing blow to her left cheek. But then there's a Hydra guy standing over top of her. You are a pretty one. It is a pity my orders are explicit. No survivors.
Oh.
But yeah,
Yeah, but
what
Nick
is Nick
Fury's got a
Fury?
magnesium flare and he just throws it right at the Hydra guy and blinds him.
I gotta
And then
ask
he just kind of
Hydra,
tackles him.
like, why are these guys wearing those little red bubbles over their eyes if they don't even protect them from bright lights? Shouldn't we make those little red goggles helpful in some way?
Maybe just to keep bugs out of their eyes when they're flying around in their little jetpacks.
Maybe. Well, yeah, he gets blinded, so then Nick Fury jumps on him and takes him out. And But while he's saving Gail Russiter, whatever her name is, the AIM spaceship is sucking up the power core in a tractor beam. And
Yeah, the
again, we
tractor beam
get
looks really cool.
yeah, we get that pink and white psychedelic. This is very Steranko influenced, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much so.
So the Shield guys go running after the spaceship, but then the spaceship
Led
hits
by
some cliff.
Clay Quartermain. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we're gonna get these guys," but then a giant, laser comes from the spaceship, blasts them all. They're like, "Uh-oh, Nick Fury's gonna be sad now, sad in pants."
So now Nick Fury, he just yells at some random Shield guys, like, "Come on, soldier,
Yeah.
you're coming with me. We
He's
gotta
like, "I'm not a
fly."
pilot, I'm a cook."
Why do they give Cook guns? But the cook has to go with Nick Fury, and the cook is flying a spaceship now with Nick or whatever kind of ship this is they're on, and
Yeah.
Nick Fury's manning the laser cannon, and Nick Fury shoots the laser cannon at the AIM ship, and then he's like, but their shields are too strong. They're shooting back, and boom, they just shoot this dude right in the chest. The cook is
Oh
dead,
man, he
dead,
was just learning how to make scallops.
and so there he's man, this Nick Fury guy, he's killed six of his people on the one mission. He just watched
Yeah.
his beloved boy Clay Quartermain get shot, and now he just killed a cook. And
Yep. He's not very sad about the cook later on, but Clay, very upset, very
you know,
distraught.
I didn't want to bring this up, but maybe he is too old for this. Maybe he's just too old. Sorry, Nick Fury. Old. Maybe get some of that. What's that Grecian formula for the white on his temples? Maybe make him look a little
Oh
younger.
yeah,
You know?
just for
Dye
men.
his hair. Yeah, just for
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, the cook is dead. But now Nick crashes the little ship they're on, and he walks out of the wreckage carrying the dead cook.
Yeah.
And
Guess that's the least he could do is at least get him a burial.
but then he
But
goes over.
yeah, he
He
shows up
sees
and Clay Quartermain's getting loaded onto an ambulance, and he's like, "Oh no, man, not Clay."
uh,
And he gets
Clay's.
he gets a message. He's got to go meet with one of his sleeper agents over at Roxxon.
Yeah, or no, yeah. Nick gets the secret message. So tell the people what Roxxon is.
They are one of the kind of big companies in the Marvel universe, always up to shady stuff.
Uh,
Is Justin Hammer? That's his company, right?
I think so. I think he's affiliated with them somehow. But yeah, Roxxon,
Yeah.
Steve Englehart. It's basically he created it as a take on Exxon, like a big oil
Hmm.
company just running the world. So yeah,
Yeah, they're always doing advanced tech stuff that's, bad for the world. I
yeah.
know in recent years, during like the Immortal Hulk era, there was like a Minotaur guy who was like running the company. Like he could turn into a Minotaur. It was weird.
Do you think he puts that on his resume? Like, hey,
Yeah,
but
that would get him
also
the job.
I can turn into a Minotaur. You're hired.
Our labyrinth budget just went way up. I don't know why. Could be that Minotaur guy.
Hold on, I got to go update my LinkedIn. I need to put turn into a Minotaur. Yeah, so Fury gets that coded message, and again we get two more panels of the black shady people talking, and they're cooking up something here. They're cooking up some evil scheme, whoever this is.
Yeah.
So Fury flies over to Roxxon in a little jetpack, and he lands down there, and he meets his secret spy there inside who's infiltrated Roxxon, and it's Seth Rollins, the architect, the visionary. No, his name's
Uh-huh.
this is Jack Rollins, Seth's brother.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, yeah. So,
He's married to Sally Lynch.
I love that you know wrestling enough to know that he's married to Becky Lynch. So, old Jack Rollins is there telling Nick, "Hey, Roxxon's up to no good. They're doing some shady shit."
Yeah,
And of
like
course,
I've been investigating for months and I couldn't find anything, but now I got myself onto this thing called Delta. And Nick Fury's like, "Hey, Shield had something called Delta. These people are unoriginal."
yeah, apparently the Shield version of Delta, it was a new training recruitment program they were running, and then they shut it down, probably because
Hmm.
of Nick sexually harassing the people involved. But but Nick, the first thing he does when he's talking to Jack Rollins is he lights up another cigar. He's always smoking
Yeah.
cigars. Nick Fury. So Jack again, just a more ridiculous exposition. Um, the
Yeah.
dialogue is so bad here.
But a Roxxon guard comes across them at one point, and he's all like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" And then he shows them their badges, like, "Oh yeah, we're good." But he's like, "I got to take you back to to the security areas or whatever." And this Rollins guy's just like, "Yeah, okay," punch him in the face, knocks him out. I don't know why. He could have just gone with him. I don't know. He wasn't arresting you. He was just trying to like take you inside. But yeah, he
uh,
knocks him out, and then Nick Fury is like, "Oh, we got a Men in Black device, so we can just erase his memory." So that's cool.
yeah, yeah, it is weird though. Because then he shoots him in the face with it, and Rollins is like, "Are there any permanent damage there, Colonel?" And Nick Fury says, "I was told not. It wasn't polite to ask." So they just fried that guy's brain.
I don't know. Clay
Like, oh.
Quarterman's never complained every time I do it to him. I mean,
But I want to go back. So when Rollins is talking to Nick Fury, just give you a sample of dialogue. All right, he's saying, as you know, Roxxon's been engaged in several illegal and dangerous activities in the past few years. Because of course he has to tell Nick Fury that. You didn't want that to happen again without Shield being aware of it. So using my area of expertise, computers, as cover, I got a job here as a programmer. Again, he's telling this to Nick Fury, the guy who assigned him. Next, and then Nick Fury says, next, you're going to tell me you're one of my hand-picked personal spies who answers only to no one else. Let's get to it, Rollins. Tell me something I don't know. It's so ridiculous. Then he says, yes, sir. I rose quickly through the ranks, being something of a whiz kid, but I detected no signs of any illegal activities. Then, a few months ago, I began. Yeah, it's just not the best. So
eh, yeah, more forgiving.
I go in. He takes him into his office, which is this giant, incredibly spectacular office. It's
Yeah.
a, I don't know.
Looks like something from the Jetsons.
So he's logging in to the computer at Roxxon or whatever, and he says, "Look at this, Nick." And like on the homepage, it's just the Shield logo. And he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute."
And then it's like, oh, here's all of our files. We got personnel
Yeah.
files on every Shield agent. They're supposed to be super classified, but we got all
Uh,
of their medical history here, and everything. Their
oh.
list of their fears just cataloged. We got everything.
But look at the computer screens. They got pictures of the agents and all their info, and we see Day Fontaine under Vanessa. So
Mm.
see, they have a
Yep.
Day Fontaine, and it's not a Day Allegro. So I
Yep.
like Day Fontaine better. All right. So yeah, they got schematics on the power core, everything else. So then Nick Fury says, "Hey, I want you to take me down somewhere else. I don't know." So they're going somewhere else, like
Yeah. They basically
toward the
apparently Roxxon is the Death Star because
yeah,
this looks very much like Star Wars.
yeah. They're underground beneath the factory, whatever. It goes on forever underground, and
Yeah.
so he's leading them. I think they're going to go down to where the Delta stuff was happening. I think so. They're on all these like little walkways over this giant again shaft that goes down through the depths of the building. And they find some like guys in robes. It looks like they're
Yeah.
performing an
Some
ancient
weird.
ritual.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some like cult is worshiping this power core.
And apparently they don't have any worries about radiation either. His, his robes are special robes
Their
that don't.
demon lord will protect them.
So now we get another panel of all black and the people talking, and they're like, the prize has been secured. Excellent. There is a report of a brief power surge in the complex some moments before the Corps' arrival. It is listed as a routine security check. Investigate it anyway. We can allow nothing to go wrong now. So that power surge, is that when he fired up the computer to look at all this stuff? Is that what they're saying? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
So now Nick Fury, we see him flying off on his jetpack and he lands near some trees. And then he holds up a little sensor thing. I don't know. Again, it's
We'll call
shaped
it the Steranko device.
it's shaped a little provocatively. And
Yeah, yeah.
then so he's transmitting a signal to the Shield Security Council, and we get more Steranko effect in the back, like I said, a psychedelic pink and black situation. Um, and we get another black panel, and it says Nicholas has trans. I like you can tell these guys are evil because they refer to him as Nicholas. Good
That's
guys just
right.
call him Nick.
They only do that when he's in trouble.
Nicholas Joseph Fury, you're in trouble.
Yep.
But Nicholas has transmitted a summoning beam. He wishes to converse with the board priority 1A. Interesting. So now we go to Shield headquarters. Some more great
Hmm.
art here by Paul Neary with the
Yeah, the
perspective.
building, like the different floors of the building. It's pretty great.
And we get, oh, okay, here I'm going to say her name properly. We get Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. And she's walking in, some guy's giving her reports, and something shady's going on. She thinks like some one of their commanders is acting peculiar or whatever. Doesn't need to be acting like his normal self.
Yeah.
And then we see Dum Dum Dugan. Is it Dugan or Duggan? How do you say Duggan? Dum Dum Dugan?
Dugan.
Shoot.
I think
All
I looked it
right.
up. I was like, yep,
Dum Dum
just
Dugan.
to make sure. And everyone said it was Dugan. So.
It's Hacksaw Jim Duggan though, not Hacksaw Jim Dugan. So I don't know. But so he's talking to Val now. I like for those who don't remember Jim Dum Dum Dugan, he's got the little bowler cap, and he's got the red hair and the big
Yeah, the
red mustache.
big
Yeah,
mustache, big walrusy mustache.
he's
Yeah.
a great. That's a great look, you know. Yeah, these Shield
Yeah.
guys, they got great looks, like Duggan or Dugan and Nick Fury with the eye patch, Vanessa with the streak of white in her hair, all very
Hmm.
distinctive characters. So good job there, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee.
Yeah.
And so they're going to meet with a guy named Jasper. I don't know what his deal is. Like, he seems to
Jasper
be like,
Sitwell. I remember it. That's
oh,
definitely a Shield agent I've heard of. I want
I
to say,
think
wasn't he the guy, the bald headed guy with glasses in the movies who was working for Hydra?
I have no recollection. Possibly, I have no idea. But
Oh, okay.
when I think Sitwell, I think of Arrested Development. Wasn't
Um,
that one family, the Sitwells, who Michael was in love with the one Sitwell
uh,
daughter? And
could be.
yeah, all right. But anyway, um, so they go into this dark room, and Jasper has all the lights off. And they're like, "Why is it so dark in here? Did we interrupt something, Jasper?" And he's like, "Oh no, 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 no,
I'm
no!
on a break.
My hands are on the desk. Look." He says, "No. What happened is Clay Quartermain's dead."
Yeah, just got word that Clay died last night. Dun dun dun.
So now we see Nick Fury driving like a maniac through the city of New York. I like this. He just goes into an alley and he just
Hmm.
drives right through a brick wall.
Yeah, it's just a
Because,
hologram, basically. He
yeah,
just goes
that's
on
pretty
through
awesome.
and right into the Shield garage.
But how many times do you think just bums and just wander into the Shield
Yeah.
headquarters? Like,
How many times do you think they peed right through that wall onto the
how many,
doorstep of Shield?
how many rats are just running through there every day? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have some more. I mean, it's a cool concept. I love it, but create some
Yeah, I'm hoping
problems.
there's like a garage door there at least or something that he had
Do you,
pulled up
do
behind the
you
fake
think?
wall.
Do you think maybe this is why they added logistics, just to make sure they, cover all their
Yeah,
bases with things? Like
cover the
that's
vehicles.
that's what they're doing. So, all
Helps
right,
them with
but
get better insurance.
and then he's trying to check in. They need a retina scan and like left eye, please. And he's like, I only got one blasted eye.
This is weird because he's coming here every day, presumably. Like, how is this the first time he's run into this?
So then the computer adjusts and says, "Oh, that voice is Nick Fury. We'll scan your other eye there, buddy. Your right eye, which is
Good
a good
one.
one." And he gets sucked up a tube into like their
Yeah,
headquarters.
like a bank tube.
Yeah, those things are awesome. When I was a kid, I loved those things.
Yeah,
I just
me
watch them.
too.
So then they still got the lights off in that room. I mean,
Yeah, I guess because it's a somber conversation and they don't want to see Nick Fury cry. It'll ruin the illusion if they watch their boss cry.
so yeah, Nick comes in and we get some more sparkling dialogue because he says, "Hey, what Val? You look like you've been CR'd." I don't know what he's going to say there, but then Val says, "Nick, it's Clay. We received word last night that." Oh, Nick, I'm so sorry, but Clay died last night. We could have used just one last night in there. We don't need two last nights and two, but whatever. And Nick, are you all right? And he's just standing there stoic, stone faced,
Yeah.
giving no emotion. And he just goes about giving orders or whatever. And he's like, "We got to aim Hydra and Roxxon. That's what we got to focus on. There's something big going." And he just walks out. And Jasper says, "I've never seen him so impassive." And Dugan's like, "Impassive, Junior. You got it all wrong. What we saw was a man on the edge. And I ain't never seen Nick Fury that way before. Oh no.
Ooh. Yeah,
Dun,
he's
dun,
broken up.
dun.
He's walking past some guy in the hallway, and then like he's just kind of holding his face so no one can see him cry. He just kind of leans against the wall there, and he's just like, "Oh man, not Clay. I always take it hard when I lose a soldier, but especially Clay."
Again, no mention of that cook or those other six people. Just
Yeah.
Clay. Uh, would it have been better if Clay went up in that ship with him? Like instead of just dying by that random laser
Right, right.
blast? Yeah.
Yeah, that
I think
probably
that
would
would
have
have
been
been way
smarter.
better. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Agreed.
so he's still sad. He's walking by the exercise room and there's a
Yeah, there's
big
Jimmy
window there.
Woo.
Yeah, apparently this is Jimmy Woo's first appearance.
Oh, really?
I think so, from what I read.
That's
I will try
cool.
and confirm that. But so Jimmy Woo is a guy you know?
Sure. He was like part of this group called Agents of Atlas, I believe, later on, which had that Gorilla Man or whatever his name is. There's a Gorilla Man. But I don't think he appeared till after the Bronze Age, so we can't do him on this show. But yeah, and he was in the movies as well. He was like the Asian guy who played was on The Office when he pretended to be Jim, like that actor.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I'm trying
But
to
he shows up.
confirm Jimmy Woo.
He was like Ant-Man's parole officer basically, I think. And he may have been in WandaVision as well. I want to
All
say
right,
he
they're
was.
saying, oh wait, hold on. Let me confirm something here. Uh, okay, yeah, no, this Jimmy, okay, there's a technicality here. Yeah, Jimmy Woo, he was
Oh.
back in the old, his first appearance was in Yellow Claw issue 1, 1956. He dates all the way back to 1956. But
Hmm.
the reason why I saw this was Jimmy Woo's, because it was in quotes, Jimmy Woo, if you know what I
Oh,
mean.
okay.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, he's a live model decoy or life model
Uh-oh.
decoy.
Yep.
He's an LMD. So
Yeah, the LMDs are taking over.
yeah, the first Jimmy Woo LMD. This is his first appearance. But
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he doesn't last very long, so who cares?
uh,
But he's having like a judo fight with some other guy. And Nick Fury's just like, hey, quit playing
oh,
grab ass and get in the game.
we also encountered Jimmy Woo. I think he was part of the Godzilla squad with Dum Dum Dugan.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
That makes sense.
oh, and that's why it's Dugan. It's just one G. So yeah, that makes perfect sense why it's Dugan.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I thought it was two G's. I was like, all right, man.
Oh, there you go.
Um, but yeah, because remember that Godzilla issue we read where J. Jonah Jameson was yelling at Godzilla?
That was so good.
I
I
think Jimmy
loved it.
Woo may have been there. So yeah, Jimmy Woo, long-standing character with Nick Fury. Jimmy Woo LMD, first issue. All right. Uh, so yeah, Jimmy Woo, like you said, he's practicing with his buddy Gabe, another longtime Howling Commando, and yeah, they're worried about Fury and whatnot. And then Fury's yelling at him for being out of uniform. Uh,
Yeah. They're like, we haven't even started. We haven't clocked in yet.
yeah, we were just and Gabe's concerned about Fury as well. He's like, I've known Nick since we served in the Howlers together, Jimmy. He's never taken the loss of a man well. I mean, he wasn't broken up about the cook, but whatever. So Fury goes into this secret meeting room or the Shield meeting room, and he's having flashbacks again to Clay being, man, he's torn up about Clay. He's so torn up about
Who
Clay.
wouldn't be?
And he calls into the security or the Security Council of Shield, the big mysterious shrouded in shadowy
Yeah.
guys.
I really did like this, how they're each on their own individual screens. It looks just like it did in the first Avengers movie. I was like, God damn, they paid attention because boy, does this look exactly like that.
Yeah, I don't even remember that at all. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It was just like off these panels. So, like, damn, Joss
yeah,
Whedon knew what he was doing.
it's like the black panels and they're outlined in green, and
Hmm.
then the panels get greenish and they're black, whatever. But a lot of green black is what we're talking about here. So uh, There's only one panel in this whole book that I really don't like, and it's probably that third panel of Nick Fury's face because that jawline. What happened to that jawline there, Paul? What went on there?
Yeah, it escaped him a little bit.
It looks like
He's hulking out a little bit there.
he looks like that Zadar fella. Who's that actor? Robert Zadar.
Robert Zadar, yeah.
Yeah, that chin got out of
Keep it warm
control.
for me, Nick Fury.
So the Security Council, he tells them all what's going on with Roxxon and AIM and Hydra, and he's like, "We got to invade Roxxon tonight. Let's go, military strike tonight."
Yeah.
And the
They're just
Security
like, oh,
Council,
we'll look into it. That
yeah,
sounds,
we'll,
interesting.
we'll get back to
Yeah.
you. So he's mad, and again, he's thinking of Clay. He's thinking of Clay. Yeah, so sad.
Yep.
And then we see the shadowy board. We get into their meeting room and we see them again. They're all in shadows. We can't see their faces, but
Not that it
they're.
would probably matter. I'm sure we don't know who these people are.
I don't
Like,
know. I will say in the bottom left panel, one of the members of the board is pretty foxy, if you can tell by that silhouette,
yeah.
looking pretty good. So, but I don't know who else is there. But what are they saying? They're saying we got to worry about Nick. He's
Yeah, we got to do something about this Nick Fury. He's getting too close to things. So, they're like, we got to take care of his Rollins guy. Like, we know now that he's got an agent inside of Roxxon, we're gonna fix that. So, they have like a message sent to Rollins to like, hey, meet us at this spot in Roxxon, the storeroom. And and he's like, oh, this is so unprofessional. Like, why would they do this? Don't they know I'm not supposed to be contacted here? And so he just goes into the storeroom and he gets shot right in the belly. And it's Jimmy Woo.
yeah,
Jimmy Woo
Jimmy
has
Woo.
shot him. So
Yeah,
that's kind of your
he's in
tip off that this
shadows.
is not the real Jimmy Woo.
And Jimmy Woo, or it could just be Jimmy Woo turned heel.
Yeah, could
Jimmy
be.
Woo's part of the conspiracy.
This is what happens when you don't let people, work out before they go to work. Try to make them do stuff on their day off.
So now Shield is having a big meeting in a conference or like an assembly, like a school assembly or pep rally or
Yeah.
whatever. And and Jasper Sitwell is giving a big speech and he's breaking down AIM and Hydra and Roxxon and everything, trying to explain things. And then over the loudspeaker, it's like, "Will Nick Fury please come to the office? Nick Fury, we need you." They're calling him to
Yeah,
interrogation
but
chamber
don't whatever
priority
you do
1A.
when you come to this meeting, don't bring your gun.
Yeah, unarmed. Report
Yeah.
unarmed, please. We beg you. Don't suspect anything though.
Yeah. That sounds legit.
And his crew of Dugan, Contessa, Gabe, and Wu, they're all in Jasper. They're like, "Wow, what do you think's going on there, Nick?" And he's like, "Ah, don't worry. You know how these
Yeah, they're just putting on a
bureaucrats are."
show.
Yeah. So they do everything pretty cool here in the Shield. He goes down one of those pneumatic tubes again to a platform that is just standing out over a giant open shaft again. A lot of buildings with
Yep.
shafts in this
Yeah.
book. You know,
Shut your mouth.
just talking about shafts.
Oh, I can dig it.
So then across the big gaping area there's a little balcony on the far wall. And we
Hmm.
get the big mystery guys are talking on big computer screens again, and they're saying, "Hey, we
Yeah.
looked into that Roxxon stuff. There's nothing there. Forget
Yeah,
about
it's
it."
all baseless.
Yeah,
And he's
fake
like, "What are you
news,
talking
Nick
about?"
Fury. Fake news. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
It's like Rollins told me it was legit, and then Rollins shows up. He's like, "Hey, yeah, Colonel, that was, all bullshit with everything I said earlier. None of that happened." And so Nick Fury's like, "What is this? Like, what are you trying to pull on me? Like, this is horse shit.
Jack
You
freaking
guys are
Rollins.
bullshit
God damn.
artists."
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple. He has a couple again terrible lines in here. Earlier in the book, one time Nick Fury is surprised by something, and he says, "Kiss my nose." It's an actual line that Nick Fury
I say
says
that all the time. I
in
don't know
this
what you're
book.
talking about. It's a
And
common
then in
phrase.
and then in this sequence, a couple times he says "nuts to you."
Well, the comics code still exists, so you
Nuts
gotta
to
watch your
all
P's and
this.
Q's.
Uh, so, but the evil guy's like, "Hey, Nick Fury, you're you know what? We're relieving you of your duties, and
Yep. We're gonna
We're
tip you. We're
actually,
gonna arrest you. We're gonna have
yeah.
Rollins arrest you right now.
And they say extendo platform go or whatever. And like the balcony just starts extending across the gap there, and he's going at Nick Fury, and he just walks over smiling at him like he's gonna arrest him, and Nick Fury just punches him in the face. And he's like, "So I
Yeah.
say nuts to being the good soldier," and he punches him in the face.
And
Nuts
the
to
way he's like
you.
draped over the edge, like looks like he's about to topple over. But
Yeah.
no, this guy doesn't.
So now they're blaring over the loudspeakers. Hey, Nick Fury, alert, alert! By orders of the board, Colonel Nicholas Fury is to be apprehended for questioning.
Yeah,
And
he's fugitive. Everybody after him.
and Vanessa, like Jasper's pulling his gun out. He's ready to go get Nick Fury. And Vanessa's like, "Hey, calm down. It's Nick Fury. What are you doing?" And Gabe and Dugan are like, "Yeah, we gotta think a little, what we're doing here." And they decide, well, it's better if they catch him than some other Shield people. So
Yeah.
they're going to try to catch him first. So they go running through looking for Nick Fury. Now there's a big hunt for Nick Fury, but apparently, the what you want to do when someone's in your headquarters and you want to like catch them is you leave all the escape routes unguarded and you let the elevators keep working and everything. You
That's
just
right. Yeah. You're very technological tubes. Yeah.
yes, keep the
You
pneumatic
shut
tubes
those
to the
down.
outside world. Keep those operating. So
Yep.
so Nick sees one across the way there, and he's like, "I got to get there quick. Come on, Fury! Every second counts." And he's running across there, and he smashes the emergency elevator button, and so he's hopping on board. Boom! Old Seth Rollins or Jack freaking Rollins, he catches him. He pulls a gun on him, and Fury's stuck. But now here comes Dugan and Contessa and everybody, and Fury's like, "Oh no, he's starting to pull a trigger. I hope Dugan's paying attention." And of course, Dum Dum Dugan says, "Rollins, no!" And he tackles him. And
Yeah, this was the worst artwork panel for me, where you look at Rollins' leg, like his his left
oh,
leg. Like
yeah,
that thing is enormous.
yeah, it's a
It's like
Mr.
going all the
Fantastic
way through.
situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't even see that the first time. Yeah, that is absurd. Um, how does stuff like that happen? I don't
I don't
understand.
know. Somebody should have
Like, what?
caught that.
Yeah, like the artist should obviously not do it, but then the inker should notice it. The editor should
Yeah.
notice it. Someone should notice it. The colorist should notice it. Someone should notice it. No.
Yeah, there's nothing in it for them to notice it, so it's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna
I
get this
don't. I,
done so I can
I
get
don't
paid.
get. I don't get paid extra for noticing things.
Yeah.
So Rollins is about to shoot at Nick again. Though he recovers before Dugan, and but Nick
Yeah,
pulls out a.
Dugan's pretty old apparently. He can't even tackle a guy without just being like, I need a second.
Well, I guess the gunshot like hit something and it caused like sparks and fire and shit everywhere, and I think that kind of zapped him a bit. But also at this point in time, Dugan, I don't
Yeah, he's a
know.
life model
Yeah,
decoy, I believe.
that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah, this is all. I think the only person who's a real person in all this is Nick Fury.
Yep.
Uh, but, well, probably that cook, and he's dead. But Fury throws another one of those magnesium pellets to blind Quartermain, and he gets in the elevator, and whoosh, off he goes.
Yep.
And so Quartermain's yelling at Dugan, and they arrest
Well,
Dugan.
Rollins.
Oh
Clay's dead.
yeah, oh yeah, that's right. They do look similar. They're both blondes. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they do.
yeah. Jack freaking Rollins is mad at Dugan, and he has him arrested. And then he's yelling at Gabe too. And Gabe says, "Oh, Fury's close associates will be under surveillance, Jones. So I suggest you watch your step, old man." And Gabe
Ooh.
says, "And you watch who you threaten, son." And he's walking off. Yeah, Gabe, give it to him. And so then Jimmy Woo comes up, and old Seth freaking Rollins, Jack freaking Rollins says, "Oh, Woo, there you are. The situation is not good." And then Woo's, you be Jimmy Woo. You be Jimmy Woo.
uh, things are actually going better than expected. Touch your lip.
Blood?
From Fury's punch, you see things go well. As for Nick Fury, how far can he go with all of S.H.I.E.L.D. after him? Not far. Not far at all.
Yeah, so things are going well. Touch your lip. Blood?
I don't know how him bleeding is that great,
I
especially if he's an
guess,
LMD. It's must be
yeah.
fake.
Yes, I think that's the point is but if you're just reading this cold going into this, you'll be like, what the hell does that mean? But I guess that's
Yeah,
a good little hook, I guess. I don't know, pull you in the
yeah,
next
it's
issue maybe.
something, I suppose.
But I guess Jimmy Woo is saying, look, we're bleeding like we're really good LMDs, you know? Everyone's going to think we're
Hmm.
real because we're bleeding. See? But so there you go. That's the end of issue one. So now the final panel is Nick Fury just running through an alley or running for his life.
An
So
actual alley. No, no holograms here.
yeah. So that's a good way to end it, though. Nick Fury on the run, and
Yeah. Nobody to
so
turn to. Although he did mention maybe I'll try to get the Avengers on my side, but I looked at the next issue. He does not for some reason.
yeah,
There are no
they're
Avengers to be
probably
seen.
off world. That always happens
Yeah.
when you're looking for the
Yep.
Avengers. Oh, they're off world. Okay, thanks. Tony Stark's drunk. That's what that means. He's he's loose in Thailand for the weekend. Uh, all right, so yeah, there it is. Nick Fury versus Shield issue one. I had huge issues with like the writing. The overall plot is great. Like the
Yeah.
structure of the plot is great. Well done, Bob Harris. But
Hmm.
again, individual like dialogue and line writing is not the best. But still, overall, it's a really well done story. So
I
it just
agree. Yeah.
needed a firmer hand from an editor is what it needed. But the story, great
Too
job,
bad
Bob
Bob
Harris.
Harris is the editor.
Yeah, that's right. This guy became the editor in chief.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Uh,
But yeah, good job on the overall story, though.
yeah, it felt very cinematic. You could actually picture this in your head as being an actual movie, which I really appreciated. It felt very realistic and down to earth for the most part, other than maybe all the stuff with the core, where it's like, oh boy, all these people are dead. But but as far as
Yeah,
like a good spy story, it was good setup. I like where it's headed. I would be curious to see where this goes. Except we know it's life model decoys, so that's less cool. But
yeah. Spoiler alert. That's what he finds out is that this Delta program is like Hydra and AIM and Roxxon, or they've infiltrated Shield and they're or whatever. They're taking over this program to create advanced live model decoys to just run everything.
yeah. Life model decoys are kind of just the laziest thing in comics, I feel like. You can just be like, oh, yeah, we killed this guy, but no, it's just a life model decoy. Don't worry about it. Oh, boy. There's no
Yeah,
stakes here anymore.
I guess these are advanced ones. That's why they bleed. Because I guess the old
Yeah.
ones didn't bleed.
They
But
put ketchup in these.
so at the end we find out Clay Quartermain is he's kept in cold storage. He's still alive in cold
Yeah.
storage. And
I think he
but
gets
everyone else, all the
like
other
brainwashed at some point, right? Like brainwashed. So when he comes out, he's not himself for a little bit, and then they have to like free him.
something I don't know. But I guess at the end the ending takes it's like on a space satellite or something, and all the LMDs are up there, and Nick Fury escapes and blows up the place. So all the LMDs, the Jimmy Woo LMD and all the other LMDs die in that explosion.
Nice.
So
Convenient.
there you go. All right. So the art, Paul Neary, and again, great work overall. There were a few
Hmm.
hiccups, but it's 48 pages, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You got
yeah.
to
I'm not
make
going to be
pages.
too nitpicky.
But the inking and the coloring were awesome. Everything of it, this is visually pleasing to look at. So
Yeah. Cool designs for the buildings, which a lot of people like, I feel like take that for granted. They just barely put any
yeah,
background, but all of this was very, imaginative and well thought out. So,
and the craftsmanship on it was just spot on, all the perspectives and everything. Because I'll
yeah.
be like again, I've talked about drawing a comic many times. There's no way I'm doing all that if I'm drawing a comic. You know, just solid color backgrounds. Here we go. So yeah, it's a hell of a job. So yeah, there's a ton to like here, and we get the Stranko cover too. I mean, I have to penalize it somewhat for the terrible writing. So I'll probably go seven. But
Okay.
what do you think, Jake?
I think I'm going to give it an 8 because the dialogue really didn't bother me that much. So I'm
Yeah.
just kind of used to Bob Harris era comic books, I guess. So
But-
it was a lot of always
uh,
narration like this. So I don't know.
yeah, it is a problem. Uh, when you got the literature degrees and whatnot, and you're reading this, it's like, oh, come on, what are you doing? But
Yeah.
yeah, I guess if you're an 11-year-old, this is great. Doesn't matter. All right, there you go. Nick Fury versus Shield. Give it a whirl. So, what do you got for us next week, Jack?
Well, I'm torn. I had one book picked out, but then when you were talking earlier about where, Nick Fury came back into the Marvel universe, it made me think maybe I should go a different way because there was another issue
Oh,
I'd been considering. So I think maybe I will do that. And I'm gonna go with the new version of Strange Tales from 1987, I believe. We're gonna go with issue number 10. At this point, it was a split book between Doctor Strange and Cloak and Dagger.
wow. I didn't even know there was a Strange Tales in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've never discussed Cloak and Dagger on the show.
Although it looks like in this
Well,
particular issue, she's teaming up with Black Cat, and they both have terrible costumes.
oh,
So,
all right. So we'll still have to do a Cloak and Dagger proper at some point. Um, they guest starred in a New Mutants issue. Mike L and I did, I remember, but we haven't done a Cloak and Dagger issue, so we'll have to do that eventually. But all right, so
yeah.
Strange Tales issue 10, you said, from 1987.
Yep.
All right, so that'll be here next week on the big show. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We appreciate the support. And until then, don't get any jank on you.